Okay. I am seeing if I started yet. Yep, I see I started. Okay. Guys, I almost didn't do this tonight. I almost said last night. I almost didn't do this tonight for many reasons. You can see it's 10:32 p.m. I'm starting way later than usual. And that's not a good thing with this game, because say I do another 2.5 hours, I'm going to end at 1 in the morning. So I almost didn't do this today, because I had a pretty bad headache throughout the entire day. So I thought if the headache wasn't going to go away in time, then I just won't do this tonight. And I feel fine now. There's still a hint of discomfort in the back of my head, but it's tolerable. And then, well, because of that, I took a nap to try to get rid of the headache, and I woke up quite late. I hadn't had dinner at that point. Yeah, I'm starting here again, just in case something pops up. And then, not only that, but my mouse. I don't know what happened to my mouse. I plugged it in and the controls were inverted. I scrolled down, it went up. I scrolled right, it went left. I could not find anything online to help me fix it. All of the answers online said to go into settings and then go into the scroll and something. But I don't have it. I couldn't find it anywhere. So I don't know what's going on. So now I guess I just can't use my mouse. I have to use the actual mouse, the touch pad on my computer, on my laptop. So let's see. No mouse, starting way later than usual, and very faint hint of a headache. Fantastic. Now I'm just making sure I've started. What? That's not what... Whatever. Okay. Let's continue. And if I actually go until like 1 in the morning, well, so be it. That's right. Not suitable for children. You know, it's actually crossed my mind that some people, whoops, wow, a PC, not an OC. Disconnected again. So many problems tonight. Am I back yet? Am I back yet? I disconnected again. Yep. It's because my setup is just so sensitive. One slight move of the wire and everything disconnects. Oh, now it says reconnected. Alright, I gotta see if the music. Okay. I'm back? Okay, good. I see that there was this. I said it too. My setup is so sensitive, even one slight movement of a wire and I get disconnected. Alright. You keeping the cam forever? Hell no. Okay, this time we have 4 different things to choose from. I don't know yet. We'll see. What about future games? I'll have to decide then. Of course I'm going to go with. So we have some couple options for all waifu games. I was debating if I want to do all of these options or just do one and just move on. I don't know. We'll see. I made 4 different saves anyways. So if we choose to go for someone else later on, we can. Well, I'll probably be most useful helping out Yuri. Me? Are you serious? Why would you... Natsuki? I can already tell you're about to say something mean. Persona 4 Golden gets the cam then? I was just saying, ugh. So you'll be helping Yuri then? Yeah. That's what I'm going to do. I'm glad. How's the audio, by the way? I haven't checked that yet. Sounds fine to me. I have a bad habit of overthinking these sorts of things. So I think your assistance will be very useful. That's great to hear. Yes, I am wearing the same shirt as last time. Probably stinks too. I don't work out in this shirt. Sometimes I just get lazy to put on a new shirt. I shower and I just put the same shirt on. I know that's nasty. But hey, I'm at home. Nobody cares. I need to be careful not to knock over or even interfere with any of the wires. Just one slight movement and I'll disconnect again. I mean, yeah. I already said I would be fine. Okay. Everyone can tell that Natsuki is feeling a little sour. As long as what she makes doesn't taste sour. So is that everything we needed to go over? Yeah, that should be about it. Are you guys excited? Well, excited may be the right word. May not be the right word. But I suppose I'm looking forward to it a little bit. Do you feel the same way? Me? Ah, I guess you could say I'm interested to see how it'll turn out. That's good enough for me. What about you, Natsuki? Natsuki? What? Why is everyone yelling at me? I didn't even do anything. No, that's not what I meant at all. Ah! Yuri anxiously glances between everyone in the room. I'm sorry for this. I don't really know why Angus picked me. Gee, I wonder why. Your cupcakes are the best cupcakes I've ever had. They go really well with my tea. And nothing that I do for the event will compare to that. So I get it. I'm kind of surprised though. Them cupcakes. Well, I'm the one acting immature. I already know that. But you're trying to cheer me up all of a sudden. Yeah, I read that right. I know I'm not very good at it. I'm sorry if I said anything bad. Natsuki isn't the only one surprised. Monica and I also have taken aback by Yuri's words. And when she already has trouble with words, trying to cheer someone up must be far out of her own comfort zone. But I begin to understand. They should make DDLC VR. What VR? There's only like so many PNGs in this game. Yuri was trying to sound like Sayori. Even if it didn't work perfectly, I can tell that she tried to say something Sayori would say it at a time like this. Because Sayori always helped everyone smile and feel good about themselves. No! I kinda appreciated it. I'm sorry for making a big deal of nothing, out of nothing. But I'm going to say this. You better bet that my cupcakes are going to be the best part of the whole event. Ah, I believe you. Yeah. I hope to see everyone do their best. But with that, there's nothing more for today. So I guess it's time for us to head out. Alright, let's get out of here then. Everyone packs up their things. I start to follow Monica and Natsuki out the door so they chat between each other. Eh? I turn around. Sorry. I realized that I didn't have any way of contradicting you this weekend. Contradicting? Oh my god. That says contacting. I said contradicting. Contradicting? Really? Contacting! There ain't even a D in that? There's a reason. Wait. Yeah, there's a reason there's no L in that word because I just took it. I can't believe that slipped my mind. I should give you my phone number. Wait, should I give you my phone number? I think that would be the best way, yes. Alright then. Do they have the instant tap? You know, where when you tap your phone and you instantly get someone's contact? I don't know how that works. I've never done that. Call me old, I guess, because I don't know how that works. I do it the old-fashioned way. They tell me their number, and I put it into my contacts. Yuri and I exchange phone numbers. Alright, we got a girl's number. That's a good first step. Then I'll be stepping by your house. I almost said horse. I'll be stepping. I'll be stopping by your house on Sunday. Eh? My house? Is that a problem? No, not at all. I just thought that I would be the one going to your house, since I'm the one helping you. Ah, I suppose that makes sense. But if you don't mind, I think I would prefer going to your house. Alright. In that case, it won't be a problem. I decide not to press Yuri for a reason. What? Yeah, that makes sense. It's not like it's not like it should matter much either way. So I'll just need to make sure my room is clean. Better hide them socks from under your bed. I hope I managed to make myself useful in some way. She's gonna go to your house, take off her clothes, jump on your bed, and ask you to measure her, just like in Milk Dud. I'm joking about Milk Dud. She's gonna be completely unaware about what she's doing too. I'm not nearly as creative as you are. Don't underestimate yourself. I think that we'll make a very productive team. Even if you only chose. You only chose me because you felt bad or something. Nah, I just like you better than Natsuki. Wait! You don't actually think that, do you? I don't know. It's difficult. Yeah, it's difficult to come up with any reason why you may have chosen me. You're forgetting the one reason that, with the most common sense. I chose to help you because that's what I want to do. But Yuri thinks to herself with an extremely tense expression. Yuri, you're overthinking this. You wanted me to point out when you're overthinking, right? Why am I sucking even more than normal tonight at reading? I know that's the reason you would have chosen Natsuki, bruh. I know that's exactly the one and only reason you would have chosen Natsuki over Yuri. I didn't realize. Do I have one around here to show? Ah. I have a very dusty I don't know if you guys can see this. I have a very it's a little hard to see. Maybe I should move out the way for you guys to see. I have a strawberry shortcake. See? Strawberry shortcake ruler here. I know, bruh, you like it like this rather than this. Why do I have a strawberry shortcake ruler? I don't know. That's all there is to it. Do you believe me? Yuri thinks really hard again. She really has to contemplate. Do I believe him or do I think he's bullshitting me? She looked straight into my eyes for a long while. I believe you. Hell no, she doesn't. As if it took her tremendous effort, Yuri finally says that and relaxes her expression. You can tell us, we won't judge. You're just huge strawberry shortcake fan. I honestly don't know why. I guess my family just needed a ruler and we have this. Yeah, I've had this for many years. It's literally a strawberry shortcake ruler. Who even remembers strawberry shortcake? Is this even a thing anymore? Like, does this even exist anymore? Strawberry shortcake? Or is this some long forgotten media that doesn't exist anymore? Is there any content out there that exists of strawberry shortcake? After that exchange, I make my way out the door and Yuri follows. I can't believe this! Yuri is going to be coming to my house on Sunday? My anxiety shoots through the roof. My heart is pounding. I can't resist. I can't help myself. Even though I've gotten pretty used to handling her at this point, there's no telling what might end up happening when we're outside of school. More than that, she told me that she was looking forward to it. Is this the chance I have to make something happen between us? Don't you screw this up, bruh. Or is it too early for that? Only time will tell. But until then, I won't be able to take my mind off it. I seriously can't wait! It's already Sunday. What the hell? What the text sort of lagged there? If there was a McDonald's strawberry shortcake figure sealed on eBay, you would have bought it. Thumbnail faces? What? I've been getting increasingly anxious about Yuri's upcoming visit. I keep telling myself there's no reason to be nervous, but it doesn't help much. Yuri is clearly an introvert and also an intimate person in general. There's no doubt that she'll open up a little bit when it's just the two of us. Someone just call me. Gonna leave one ear open for a second just in case someone from the other side of the door calls me. Meanwhile, we've even been texting occasionally. She was extremely apprehensive at first, but it wasn't long before I was already learning more about her. But putting Yuri aside, I haven't heard a thing from Sayori since she left the club early the other day. It's not like we text each other all the time or anything, but I've been worried about her in the back of my mind. Between what Sayori said and what Monica said, is it really okay for me to put Sayori's feelings aside when she might need me? Okay. I was about to say something, like tell a quick story of something that happened since the last time I played this, but maybe I'll get through this first. I decide to visit Sayori before Yuri comes over. Because it's dead silent in the game, you can especially hear my dogs. Rather than asking, I simply tell her I'm coming over, much like we've done in the past. Once I reach Sayori's house, I knock on the door before entering it myself. Again, my phone just buzzed. Again, we used to play so often that we've made it a habit of simply entering each other's houses like we were family. Do you have a key? Or do you just know where they hide their key, like underneath the mat? The house is quiet. Sayori isn't anywhere on the first floor, so I assume she's up in her room. It's already strange of her not to run down and greet me. I head up to her bedroom, where I finally find her. Sayori? Hi! I sit down in her room. Sayori forces a smile, but it's easy to tell that she's different. There's a minute of silence between us. You haven't come over here in a long time, have you? Ah, I guess you're right. It has been a long time. Not much has really changed, has it? Sayori's room is as messy as it's always been. I still recognize the same stuffed animals and wall decorations that she had for years now. If you came over more often, it wouldn't be such a mess. That's because I end up cleaning it for you. How come you suddenly wanted to come over today? Aren't you supposed to see Yuri today? Yeah, but... Wait, how did you know that? Sayori had already left by the time we decided that last meeting. Monica told me. It's only natural for her to keep me informed about the festival preparations, right? Ah, that's true. But what about you? Aren't you going to be helping Monica today? Of course! But I'm just helping her online. We didn't plan to meet up or anything. Ah, so it's just me and Yuri then. Yep. There's more silence between us. Sayori stares in a random direction. Everything about her behavior is really uncharacteristic. I finally get to the point. I just wanted to see how you were doing. After you left on Friday. When something's wrong, you can't hide it from me. I know you too well. So... Sayori smiles, shaking her head. That's no good. Eh? Why can't it just be like it's always been? This is all my fault. If I didn't get so weak and accidentally express my feelings, if I didn't make that stupid mistake, then you wouldn't have been worried about me at all. You wouldn't have even you wouldn't have come here. You wouldn't have even been thinking about me right now. But is this my it's just my punishment, isn't it? I'm getting punished for being so selfish. I think that's why the world decided to have you come over today. It just wants to torture me. Sayori. I grabbed Sayori by the shoulders. What on earth are you saying? Are you listening to yourself right now? I know something happened to you. There's no other explanation for you to be like this. So tell me already. Until I know, I won't be able to stop thinking about it. Ah. Aha. Sayori gives me an empty smile. You really put me in a trap. But you're wrong. Nothing happened to me. I've always been like this. You're just seeing it for the first time. Seeing what? What are you talking about, Sayori? You're really just going to make me say it, aren't you? I guess I have no choice this time. The thing is, I've had really bad depression my whole life. Did you know that? Why did you think I'm late to school every day? Because most days, I can't even find a reason to get out of bed. What reason is there to do anything when I fully know how worthless I am? Why go to school? Why eat? Why make friends? Why make other people put their energy and caring to waste by having them spend it with me, on me? That's what it feels like. And that's why I just want to make everyone happy. Without anyone worrying about me. I'm in shock. I can't even figure out how to respond. How is it possible that Sayori kept this from me the entire time that I've known her? Did she really want so badly for me to just not think about her? Why, Sayori? Eh? Why is it that you've never told me about this? It almost feels like I've been betrayed as your close friend. Because if I knew, I would have done everything I could to support you. Even if there's only so much that I could do, I would have tried a little bit harder to make every day a little better for you. That's why I'm your friend. All you had to do was tell me. You don't understand at all. Why do you think I didn't tell you? Because if I told you, then you would have to waste effort caring about me instead of doing important things. I don't want to be cared about. It's bittersweet when people try to care about me. It feels nice sometimes, but it also feels like a bat being swung against my head. That's why I wanted it so badly for you to make friends with everyone else. Helping everyone be happy together is the best thing for me. But then, I discovered something else too. Seeing you make friends and get closer with everyone in the club, It feels like a spear going through my chest. My chest? My heart. So that's why. That's why I decided the world just wants to torture me. Every path leads to nothing but hurt. You're right that I don't understand. I don't understand your feelings at all, Sayori. But I don't need to understand. Whatever it takes for me to help you stop hurting, that's what I'll do. No. There's nothing. Nothing at all. The only thing that can help, that could have helped, is if everything could be like it always was. Bruh, don't say that right now. But I was selfish. I finally showed you what a horrible person I am. Tears streaked down Yuri, oh my god, look what you did to me. Tears streaked down Sayori's face. I made you join the literature club because I was selfish. And I was punished by my heart hurting in a way that I couldn't understand. And now you came here and I made you hurt too. I'm just weak and selfish. That's all I am. And that's why I'm going to accept these punishments. Because I deserve every last one. Without thinking, I once again grabbed Sayori's shoulders. This time, I pulled her into a tight embrace. I'm not gonna say that out loud. I don't care if you feel selfish. I'm really happy that you convinced me to join the club. Seeing you every day makes it worthwhile enough. If I make friends with everyone else, then that's just a bonus. But please, never underestimate how much I care about you. I wouldn't have it any other way. Sayori isn't hugging me back. Despite my arms being wrapped around her, Sayori's arms remain at her sides. She starts sobbing next to my ear. No, don't do this. To me. Please don't do this. Sayori barely manages to speak between her sobs. I don't know if I'm doing the right thing. But all I want to do for her... But all I want is for her to know that I care. If you have it in you to call yourself selfish, then you have to let me be selfish too. No matter what it takes, I'll figure out what needs to change. I'll make these feelings go away. And if there's anything that you need me to do, then you'd better tell me. I'll get mad if you don't. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. Gently, Sayori finally puts her arms around me in return. I don't know anything. It's all really scary. I don't understand any of these feelings. The only time I'm not feeling anything is when I'm feeling pain. But your hugs are so warm. And that's really scary too. Sayori lets go of me. As she does so, I let her go as well. The festival is tomorrow. Yeah? It's going to be fun, right? Yeah. How would you like for me to spend it all with you? Just improvise. It's what I want. I promise. I think that would be nice then. Yeah. Sayori wipes her eyes. If I could spend the whole day here, I would. Of all days, this has to be the one where I have other plans. Maybe I should cancel. No, don't! Please don't. If you did that, then I really wouldn't forgive you. But it's almost time for Yuri to meet me at my house. At the very least, do you want to come along and help out? It would be fun. To my surprise, Sayori shakes her head. I'm sorry. I don't know if that would be very good. That would be very good for me today. You understand, right? It's kind of hard for me to fully understand. But I'm trying my hardest. It's okay. Don't worry too much about it. I'll see you tomorrow, okay? Alright. I look forward to it. I say goodbye to Sayori and exit her house. On the way home, I find myself still feeling uneasy. But it's hard for me to keep thinking about when Yuri is about to come over too. I think Sayori is right. I shouldn't be worrying too much, and we're definitely going to have a great time tomorrow. I should just focus on what's ahead of me. As I approach my house, I see something that makes me feel a moment of panic. Panic. Yuri? Ah! Thank goodness. You're a little early. I'm sorry I wasn't home yet. Were you waiting for a long time? Ain't this Sayori's house? Or am I just tripping? Wasn't this the same house picture that we just used to say I was at Sayori's house? No, I just got here. But I started to get really nervous when nobody answered the doorbell. You know, this exact same thing happened to me a couple days ago. Someone came over to take something down in my house, and at that moment, I left the house to get something done real quick. I had to walk there. It was pretty close. It wasn't that far of a walk. But I was like halfway back coming to my house, and they were already at the door. So my fat ass had to run all the way back to my house. And I ain't run like that probably since the gym class in 9th grade. You always could have texted me. If I had known, I would have reassured you and hurried more on my way home. Ah, I suppose that's true. I didn't think of that for some reason. It should be common sense to do that, but I decided to ignore it. Anyway, let's go inside. I see you brought a lot of stuff with you. That's right. And did you manage to find everything I asked you to buy as well? Yeah, pretty much. At least, I hope I got everything right. Got everything right, whatever. I'm sure it will be fine. I take Yuri to my room. You could have done this in the living room, the kitchen, anywhere, but you chose to go to your bedroom. The first thing she does is glance around curiously, not curiosity, which makes me feel anxious. It's so clean. Ah, I totally didn't clean it right before you came over. Okay, I spoke a little too soon. Like right before too soon. That's very considerate of you to do. Yeah, if I didn't clean it, you would see like magazines everywhere, you know, my gaming controllers, dirty clothes, probably moldy food in the corner as well. You know, in real life, my room is an absolute mess. If I ever had any female come over to my room, I would need like a week in advance to clean up my room. Not only because I'd be too lazy to clean it, but because it would probably take me a whole week to clean it. It would be really embarrassing for my room to be a mess while you are here. Well, I do enjoy cleaning. I would have gladly helped you clean. Yeah, that would not have been a good idea. That would have been even more embarrassing. Exactly. You don't want to see, you know, my dirty underwears all over my table, like filthy clothing everywhere, socks on top of my dressers. Wait, don't look in there. I snatch Yuri's wrist. Just like she's grabbing over, and I just snatch it from her, which was in the process of opening a desk drawer of mine. I'm sorry. I wasn't thinking for some reason. I was just spacing out. It's fine, it's fine. Please, just don't look in that drawer. You won't like what you see in there. She put both of her hands firmly in her lap, as if making sure she's keeping track of them. So, should we get started? Yes. I have a few things planned that you can help with. Decorations and other atmospheric enhancements. Atmospheric enhancements? You know, mood lighting, aromatherapy candles. Oh, wow. I didn't know you planned on taking it that far. Of course. I want to help take our guests to a faraway place. Tahiti, it's a magical place. Although many will stop by just out of curiosity. For me, or for cupcakes, I guess. I'm determined to provide an experience that will leave them wanting more. That's great. The moment they just take one glance at the people in our club, they will want more. It's easy to figure out that you're pretty intense you're a pretty intense person. Ah, intense? I guess that's the best way to put it. Is that a bad thing? No, not at all. It's something that I like about you, actually. Is that so? That makes me feel relieved. And kind of happy. In that case, I'll be even more intense, so you will like me more. No, yeah, no need to be so anxious. You can relax a little. Relax. I brought some things for relaxation. I was going to use them during the poetry event. Oh yeah? Like what? Let's see. Yuri rummages through her bag. She pulls out a few candles and wooden cylinder-shaped object. I did some shopping on the way here, so I happen to have some of these in my bag. I plan to cover the windows in black paper and use the candles to light the room. I think that would be amazing, don't you? Yeah, that would be pretty neat. I've never had that happen before. Speaking of fire and candles, I'm a little concerned tonight, because my neighbor, which is literally like behind this wall, my neighbor next door, in their backyard, they're playing with fire again. They got these like 2 giant fire pillars, fire displays in like a tiki container. The house next to me is the exact same house that burned down like maybe 4 years ago. And they're playing with fire in their backyard, so I'm a little concerned. What's that wooden thing though? Oh, this? It's a diffuser for essential oils. How familiar are you with aromatherapy? Not familiar at all, and I'm saying that for myself as well. Ah, is that so? It's one of my favorite contributors to a positive atmosphere. Depending on the oils or herbs you choose, you can change the mood of the air itself. You can even feel it permeate through your body. Is that true? I've never tried it before. Relaxation, positive energy, romance, reflection. Romance? It's almost like magic. Yuri takes a cylinder and pushes a switch on the bottom. In just a moment, a thin ray of vapor begins to sprout through a small hole in the top. Wow, that smells wonderful. What kind of mood is that one for? This is a jasmine essential oil, which I like. I like the taste of jasmine tea at least. So I imagine just smelling it would be nice as well. It smells like a little sweet and flowery, right? Yeah, that's a good way to describe it. I chose jasmine for the event because it provides more than relaxation. Jasmine enhances your emotion and helps you feel them flow through your body. Imagine someone named Jasmine is watching this and this sentence just describes them. You feel warmer and your heart pounds more heavily. Don't worry about that. Don't you think that will be perfect for sharing our poems? It does sound suitable. But you seem to know a lot about this, so I trust your opinion with anything. Yuri smiles gently, clearly enjoying herself. She again reaches into her bag and pulls out several spools of thin ribbon. Spools? What are those for? Oh, it's just my web shoot. It's my web fluid. It's for my web shooters. Why? And they're just boom. Well, did you purchase the original paper I asked you to get? Origami. Original paper? Yeah, I have it over here. We won't be using the paper for folding origami. What I'd like to do is write a different word on each paper. We're gonna write some runes on it. Cast away any demonic entities in the classroom. We don't want no corpse party happening. We'll need about 100 of them. Oh yeah? What will those be used for? Well, I'm going to cut pieces of ribbon to hang them from the doorway of the classroom. Then we can fasten the paper into the ribbons to create a doorway curtain. Wouldn't that be beautiful? Just like you? Stop it. It would also catch the eye of those passing by the room. It may attract some to peek inside. That's really creative. I had no idea you'd be you'd be so good at this, Yuri. Is that so? Well, I suppose I'd get a little intense. as you'd put it. Ooh. Yuri giggles with red cheeks. Hold on, which cheeks? Stop! Is it just me, or is she more relaxed when it's just the two of us? Yeah, Natsuki isn't here to, you know, ruin the tone. Or maybe it's the excitement she feels from sharing something that she enjoys. Here's a marker. I almost said maker. Can you write any character? Wait, you can write any characters you want. I'll help you once I finish cutting the ribbons. Ah, alright. Sitting on the floor together, the two of us get to work. You don't have chairs? I carefully draw a different character on each paper, doing my best to manage my bad handwriting. Yuri unravels a long strand of red ribbon to her desired length. Hold on, can I get a hint of what her desired length is? I'm gonna stop. Stop it! When she reaches into her bag once more and pulls out a red pocket knife. I said red pocket knife. There's no red in there. Red pocket knife, really? The knife is strangely beautiful. The silver handle has an intricate pattern of waves etched into it. The blade itself is gently tinted blue. That's no ordinary pocket knife. Oh yeah, this is the knife I use to slay my enemies whenever they dare anger me. It looks really fancy. Ah! Well, embarrassed, Yuri looks away. What is it? You're going to think it's weird. Yuri, whatever it is, I have no reason to judge. To each their own, you know? If you promise you won't be weirded out. Yeah, I promise. And then she whips out a yandere simulator thing, and then she just says, I have a dungeon full of people, and I just love cutting them. Alright. The thing is, I'm kinda into knives. They're just so pretty. I can't help it. You don't know what it is. I don't know what it is. The combination of the craftsmanship and feeling the danger, maybe. What am I saying? Please don't think I'm weird for this. Ahaha. You're laughing at me? No, you're laughing at me? No, I'm not laughing at you. It's just funny how nervous you got about sharing. It's weird. It's an interesting thing to be into, I guess. But I think it kind of suits you. Suits me? Yeah, it's kind of intense. She about to kill me. Besides, it's a really cool looking knife. I can't deny that. It is, isn't it? Yuri relaxes her expression once again. Would you like to hold it? Sure, I'll check it out. You can hold it in your gut! Yuri carefully hands me the knife, with the handle facing me. I take it and turn it around in my hands. It feels heavy and extremely solid. Where do you even get a knife like this? Curious of its sharpness, I feel the point of the knife with my index finger. Ow! Why did you do that? I didn't expect it to be that sharp. I barely touched it at all. It's my fault. I should have warned you. The knife is extremely sharp. It's called a knife for a reason, idiot. Why would you just, you know, stupid? It can cut through skin like it's paper. Oh no! A small drop of blood trickles down the side of my finger. Yuri takes my hand and gives the wound a closer look. Ah! Ah! Haha! I had a cut on my finger a couple weeks ago and it hurt like a bitch. Not from a knife. It was actually a screwdriver. Like the screwdriver unlodged from the tiny little screw, and it just flew by and sliced my finger. It happened so fast, I didn't feel the pain until I looked at it. She stares at it and noticeably fidgets. If you're squeamish, I'll go wash it off now. Ah! Without warning, she puts my finger in her mouth and licks the wound. You do not do that! I feel her tongue curl around my finger. I mean, it has its benefits, but you do not do that. Startled, I instinctively pull my hand back. I just pull it out of her mouth. Oh, please forgive me. I wasn't thinking. I just craved the taste of blood so bad. Her face burning up. Yuri, that's the most embarrassing thing I've ever done. What would you guys do if that happened to you? What would you do? You're bleeding from your finger, and someone that I don't know if my guy is into her or not. Someone that is attractive in front of you just sticks your bloody finger in their mouth without warning. What would you do? How could I do something like that? I'm sorry, I'm sorry. Ah. Sure, it was a little weird, but it took me by surprise. I wasn't mad about it one bit, you know, it kind of felt nice, but still. I guess she was just trying to help, right? Yuri, I think you're overreacting a little bit. Sometimes you just gotta, you know, cut being a little too nice. Sometimes you just gotta be like, why would you do that? You basically just infected my wound. Sometimes. You have to pick the right moments to be a little more... I don't want to say aggressive. She doesn't lift her head. What if she doesn't recover from this for the rest of the afternoon? Alright, you know what? This might be a stupid thing to do, but I'll do it anyways. I take Yuri's hand and lick her index finger in return. Did you really just do that? Now we're even. Yuri just looks at me like I did something wrong. You know damn well if two guys were in this room, that would not happen. I knew that would be a bad idea. If not for the sweet aroma of the jasmine oil, the air would be extremely heavy right now. You're so weird. Yuri giggles shyly. Eh? Yuri called me weird? I have no response to that. Where do you keep your bandages? I don't think I have one actually. It was a tiny cut. Look, it already stopped bleeding because you completely like sucked all of the blood out. I see, that's relieving. Well, I guess you got your iron intake for the day. The tension is quickly lifted. You should probably wash that finger. You know when I got my finger cut, I immediately grabbed a spray bottle of rubbing alcohol and I just completely doused it. We each resume our respective activities. It is 11:19 p.m. now. I watch Yuri's knife cut through the ribbon like it's nothing at all. Meanwhile, I continue to make progress on the paper. What kind of knife she got? A Damascus knife? Did I say that right? After we finish attaching the paper to the ribbons, we lay them all out side by side. Hold on, my man has 2 pillows? Yo, did my man prepare in advance? Room for 2 maybe? It looks better than I expected and will be very effective as a door curtain. I don't think anyone's even watching anymore. It's okay. It looks great. It is late. I did start later than usual. Good thinking coming up with this, Yuri. Ah, thanks. It's just something I saw online, really. Are you ready to move on to the next task? Yeah, let's do it. What do you have in mind? I'd like to create a banner. That's why I asked you to buy the paint tablets. Ah, that's right. You guys ever use paint tablets before, where it's like a little block, and you have to wet the paintbrush and then dab it, and that's how it works? Those suck. At least to me, those are terrible. I'd rather just, I don't know, go to Home Depot and just buy a whole container of paint. Obviously, you're not gonna do that for a banner. You do that to paint walls. I guess just maybe go to a... Well... Does America have Staples? I'm sure they do, right? I don't know. Here in Canada, that's what we got. I don't know if the US has that. I'm sure it does. I don't know. Go to Costco. Walmart. One of the items Yuri had asked me to buy was a kit of watercolor paint tablets. Again, those suck. We'll need about 6 cups of water to put each of these tablets in. Have I just been doing it wrong? Wait, you put them into water? Is that how you use them? As a kid, what I did was I had water, I dipped the paintbrush, and then I sort of like dabbed into the paint tablet, and that's how I did it. Have I been doing it wrong the whole time? Do you mind fetching those for us? Of course not. 6 cups of water. I'll be right back in a minute. You want a refill too? You want a lemon wedge as well? Oh, just a little bit of water is okay. If you fill the cups too much, it will be too dilated. Diluted. Dilated? Really? Taking Yuri's advice, I decide to use small plastic bathroom cups rather than full-size glasses. I put them in a plate to catch any paint that drips, then bring it back into my room. Yuri? Yes? I came in to see Yuri quickly unrolling her sleeve, pulling it back over her arm. Ah, nothing. Your face is a little red. Is it too hot in here or anything? Ah, no, not at all. There's nothing wrong, so let's mix the paint. Yuri hurriedly dismisses me, and takes it upon herself to unwrap the tablets, dropping them into the cups. What am I thinking of? I'm thinking of a certain tablet. Like, what's the tablet that you take when there's a you have like a heartburn? Antacid? I thought we would do something simple that would look very nice. I'd like to paint a gradient across the banner, starting with the colors for a sunrise, then daytime, then sunset, and nighttime. Once it dries, I'll write an inspirational quote across the banner. We can hang it on the wall behind the podium at the front of the classroom. Ah, neat. What are you going to write? Yo. Well, it would be more fun to surprise you. I'm streaming late today? Yeah, I explained it earlier. I had a massive headache throughout the whole day, so I was debating or not if I should even do this tonight. I took a nap. I feel a lot better, but then I woke up from the nap. It was already like 9 p.m. and I hadn't eaten dinner by then. Dinner wasn't even fully cooked by then. So I had to cook dinner, eat dinner, and then blah blah blah. And then whoops. And then as I was preparing, my mouse, I plugged it in, all the controls are inverted. And I couldn't figure out how to fix that, so that took a little bit of time as well. Is this your full-time job? Hell no. I wish. Yuri smiles at me. If you say so. After rolling up the banner, Yuri and I kneel on opposite sides so we don't get in the way of each other. Yuri used the brush and adds a few dots of different colors across the banner to serve as a color guide when we paint. This kind of reminds me of elementary school. Painting on a banner with watercolors feels a lot like art class projects we had back then. It's relaxing. I'm sorry if it feels too childish. No, I didn't mean that at all. It's kind of fun, you know? Yeah, it is fun. I'm glad you feel that way too. You guys ever do like finger painting when you're an adult? I haven't, but I remember that that was one of the fun things doing back in like kindergarten paints. Yuri stops painting for a moment, thinking to herself. For me, I don't need to go out and do crazy things to have fun. In fact, I usually don't even want to. Hi. Welcome. I just like when I can spend time with one other person. One other person. Even if it's something simple, like reading. It doesn't even matter if we don't talk much. Just having a friend next to me makes me... Oh god, she said friend. Oof. That's a stab in the chest right there. Just having a friend next to me makes things feel a little bit nicer. I think that's all it takes for me to be happy. Hi, you said hey twice. That's okay. Is that so? Even if Yuri and I are quite different, I can understand where she's coming from. The way I feel about things like anime and games, where simply sharing the experience with someone can make me happy. I think I feel the same way. Yuri smiles gently. I knew you'd understand. Yuri leans over the banner to grab an unused paintbrush. But I move at the same time, causing my head to bump into hers. Kya! Sorry! Yuri reels back and I quickly lift my hands in surprise. Are you hurt? No, I'm not hurt. It just startled me, that's all. Sorry, I should have asked you... Wait, I should have asked you to get it for me. It's not your fault. Ah, your face. There are droplets of paint on Yuri's face and neck. Is there something on my face? Yeah, I accidentally got paint on you. Sorry, it's totally my fault. I'll get a towel right away. I rushed out and fetched a small towel. Then I dampened it with hot water. I returned to my room and kneel back down in front of her. I don't see any paint. Here. I pat down Yuri's face and neck with the towel. Ah! Is something wrong? It's hot. I just didn't expect it. Sorry. I didn't want to use cold water. Having finished, I start to retract my hand. But Yuri suddenly holds my wrist. Wait. I am graduating on Oh my god, I can't read for shit. I am graduating on December... Congrats. If you're graduating, congrats. Maybe I just misunderstood what you said there. Just for a little longer? It feels really nice. Ah, I keep my hand still against Yuri's neck. She looks into my eyes. It's an intense expression that I recognize from when she reads her books. Almost as if she's lost in a daze, enveloped in her own thoughts. She breathes gently, half through slightly parted lips. What is happening? Is it the aroma of the jasmine oil giving me this dizzy feeling? Yuri's gentle fingers wrapped around my wrist, send a tingling sensation through my arm. And suddenly, her face seems to be much closer to mine than it was... Much closer to mine than it was just a moment ago. Ah! Yuri slowly pulls away. Sorry, I've been feeling a little lightheaded today. I didn't mean to space out. It's fine. You know what this reminds me of? It reminds me of the reverse flash meme. Remember when you were making out with your first girlfriend, and you came right as she touched your leg? It was me, Barry. I jerked you off at super speed, so it seemed like you nutted at just a woman's touch. The moment is over as soon as it began. Yuri picked up her brush again, but her movements seemed clumsier, like she's unable to focus. I remained silent, forced to ignore the event that just transpired. I hesitantly retrieved my own paintbrush and continued following Yuri's example. That should do it. I finished... Your boyfriend broke up with you? Ooh, I'm sorry to hear that. I don't have a cup this time, I have a bottle. I finished fitting the night sky with white dots that look like stars. Don't worry, you'll get through the pain. It'll take some time, but you'll recover. You can move on with your life completely happy. It may be tough right now, but you will get over this. Looking at the banner as a whole, I'm sorry, I'm so terrible at doing this. Looking at the banner as a whole, it's very pretty and natural looking. I think it came out better than I expected. I'm really happy with the results. Yeah, me too. Are you going to add the lettering now? Ah, not yet. It needs to dry first. That's true. But won't that take a while? Well, perhaps it won't be best to leave it here. Then have you bring it in the morning. I don't understand what you're saying. I can do the lettering in the classroom before our event starts. Is that okay? That's totally fine. Wonderful. In that case, I don't think there's anything more for us to do here. Phew. Ahaha. You say that like you're glad it's over. Was I wrong to assume that you were at least enjoying yourself a little bit? Ah, no, it's not that. I'm just glad that we managed to get everything done. I see. I am too. I was a little concerned about time. I need to start making dinner soon. Ah, so you don't have any time left? I was secretly hoping that we would have extra time after finishing the work. Well, Yuri thinks to herself, I think it would be too irresponsible for me to wait much longer. Damn it! I'm sorry, I was hoping for there to be more time as well. Oop, did I say that out loud? It's probably my fault. Sorry for being such a slow worker. What? It's not your fault at all. And the important thing is that we got everything done, right? Yeah. So, I shouldn't be disappointed, or anything. Gathering all her things, Yuri seems to look a little downcast. I have no idea what you're saying. It sounded like she rarely gets the opportunity to spend time with a friend in a relaxed environment. But that doesn't mean that this is the last time it can happen. Once Yuri packs up. Once Yuri packs up, I walk her out to the front door. Out the front door. Yeah, I'm still a little confused on what you're trying to say. Thank you very much for having me today. No problem. Oops. Just hit a button there. No problem. I'm glad I was able to help. Just let me know if there's anything else you need me to bring tomorrow. I will. Well then. Yuri fidgets. I guess I'll see you tomorrow. Wait. I kind of say that without thinking. About today. It's fine that we didn't have as much time as we wanted. Because we can do this again. Whenever you want, you can come over, or we can go out somewhere. And I forgot you don't really like going out much. As I stumble over my words, Yuri simply smiles bashfully. Anyway, you know what I'm trying to say. So, you're very thoughtful. Yuri takes a step closer to me and briefly squeezes my hand. Oh my god. I kind of like that about you. Well, how am I supposed to respond to that? But I don't even get a chance to, as Yuri suddenly pulls back. Sayori? Eh? Ah, hi. Sayori. Just now, we weren't... It's okay. I just stopped by to say hi. Well, it's nice to see you. I'm sorry, but I'm already on my way to leave. Aw, really? That's too bad. I'm sorry. But we'll all be able to... Wait. But we'll all be able... Be able? Oh my god. We'll all be together at the festival tomorrow, so that's fine, right? Of course. Sayori beams. Yeah, so I'll see you tomorrow. Oh my god. She moved faster than the speed of light just now. Clearly embarrassed, Yuri hurries off. Sayori waves goodbye to her. Sayori? I thought you didn't want to come over today. Well... I tried staying in my room, but my imagination was being really mean to me. So I had to come here and see it for myself. See what? What are you talking about? You know, how much fun you were having with Yuri, and how close you got with her. It makes me really happy that you've made such good friends. That's all that matters to me. Tears start to fall down Sayori's face. That's all that matters to me. Why am I feeling this way? I'm supposed to be happy for you. Why does it feel like my heart is splitting in half? It hurts so much. Everything hurts so much. This would be so much better if I could just disappear. Sayori, don't say that. It's true. If I wasn't here, then you wouldn't have to waste your sympathy on me. You wouldn't have to put up with me being selfish. Monica was right. I should just... Monica? Monica was right about what? Sayori, what I said before is true. I'm not going to let this continue. Caring about you like this isn't a burden on my mind. On your mind! Caring about you like this isn't the burden your mind is making it out to be. It's something that makes me happy. It's something that I wouldn't trade for anything else. So even if it takes an entire lifetime. I'm going to be by your side until you don't feel any more pain. I have no idea what you asked just now. But Sayori looks away. I put a hand on her shoulder to reassure her. I'm scared. I'm really scared. What are you scared of, Sayori? I'm scared that I might like you more than you like me. Sayori? It's true, isn't it? I was weak and started to like you too much. I did this to myself. I like you so much that I want to die. And that's how I feel. And that's enough, Sayori. I don't want you to hurt anymore. Yeah, that says anymore. I slide my hand down Sayori's arm and squeeze her hand in my own. Do you remember how I said I always know what's best for you? Do you still believe me? Wordlessly, Sayori nods. Even if I don't understand all of your own feelings, if you don't understand all of your own feelings, I know what you need the most right now. And that's what I'm going to give you. Sayori, I know the result. Hella red flags. Yeah. I know the results of both of these options. Why would I say this one? Just why would I say this? Of course I'm going to say this. I love you. Eh? Those are my true feelings. So there's no way you could like me more than I like you. I should have realized it sooner. But spending time with someone at the club, making new friends, and having fun with you every day, it helped me realize that you are truly the most important person to me. That's why I'll accept any of your burdens, as long as we continue like this every day. With you by my side, then I know we'll both be happy. Hey look, we finally get a glance at what our character looks like. Suddenly, Sayori wraps her arms tightly around me. Is this really okay? Yeah. I hold Sayori in my arms and pull her closer. You'll never have to let go of me again. I want to be with you forever. Me too. I feel Sayori's grip around me weaken a little bit. What is this? Sayori? I'm supposed to be happy right now. I always thought this would be the happiest moment for me. But why? Even now, why won't the rain cloud go away? They're not going away at all. It's okay, Sayori. It might take some time for things to get better again. But no matter how long it takes, I'll be there every step of the way. That's all that matters right now. Okay. I trust you. Sayori and I slowly release each other. So, I guess that makes the festival tomorrow our first date, huh? What are you saying? I don't want to think about those things, you know? I want everything to be the same as it always has been. Even if we really are a couple. I don't know if I could handle anything more right now. It's really new and scary to me. I understand. We'll go at whatever pace suits you best. Hey, Sayori gazes at me once again, smiling sadly. Even if I get really, really sad, this is the best thing for me, right? Eh? I don't really understand what Sayori meant by that. Are you saying that this is making you feel sad, Sayori? I don't know. I don't understand what I'm feeling. It felt like a bunch of thorns were you told me. It felt like a bunch of thorns when you told me you love me. But that's why I want to trust you. You know what's best for me. Yeah, I do. That's my promise. I say that, but in reality, I've never felt more uncertain when it comes to Sayori. I know that I love her, and she loves me. But I'm having as much trouble understanding Sayori's feelings as she is. Even though I can comfort her, I keep wondering if I should be doing something more, or something different. I know these thoughts will continue to plague me until things are back to the way they were. Is that what Sayori meant by not wanting anything to change? I don't know. But I know that I'll give it everything I've got. Sayori is the most important person to me, and I'll do whatever it takes to live a happy future with her. It's the day of the festival. Okay, so what I'm going to do here, I've been on for an hour and 11. So I'm going to save this onto the first file. So that one was Yuri. So what I want to do here is maybe go to a different file that I saved right before, and maybe show what it looks like picking someone else. Now, I don't know, I could be wrong about this, but I remember in the past, there was only either Yuri or Natsuki. I could be wrong about that. I don't remember what Monica or Sayori is like picking their option. I don't remember those options being there in the original game. So maybe I am curious though, but let's just go with Natsuki for now and get these two out of the way. Well, baking sounds like it could be more fun, and you guys made it sound like a lot of work, so it could probably use two people. Don't worry, baking is a ton of fun. You'll definitely agree. Eh? Just a minute ago, weren't you saying that? That's because... Never mind, okay? Well, anyway, you'll be fine by yourself, right, Yuri? Of course. I'm used to it after all. That's good, that's good. Even though Yuri is being melodramatic, ooh, I almost messed that word up, it's a little hard for me not to feel bad. So that's everything, right? Everything else, anything else we need to talk about? No, I think that's it. Are you guys excited? Yes! Everything except the performance is gonna be awesome! I don't think that really counts. What about you? Me? I guess you could say I'm interested to see how it'll turn out. Did the music just jump for a second there? That's good enough for me. What about you, Yuri? Yuri? She's still sulking. Oh, wow. Not Yuri. Natsuki starts pouting too. It's not that big of a deal or anything. Well, it might not be just that. Huh? I think that Yuri might just be feeling a little underappreciated in general. Having to come up with something for her to do, then nobody offering to help. That doesn't mean... Natsuki glances back and forth between everyone with a worried expression. Look, Natsuki goes over and puts her hands down on Yuri's shoulders. Yuri, you really are the most talented one here. And you're going to help make the event a whole lot more fun and welcoming. I mean, the cupcakes will probably help a lot too, but you're gonna make the atmosphere special. That'll be really important for the way that people feel during the performances. So, you'll need to stop being dumb and give yourself a little more credit. Natsuki releases her hands and turns around to face the other direction. You didn't really mean that, did you? Not really, but Yuri isn't the only one surprised. Monica and I are so taken aback by Natsuki's words. Natsuki, of all people, to be saying such encouraging things. But I begin to understand. Natsuki was trying to sound like Sayori. Even if it didn't work perfectly, I can tell that she tried to say something Sayori would say at a time like this. Because Sayori always helped helps everyone smile and feel good about themselves. I'm sorry for being dumb. I'm going to do my best. And all of us are going to make it a really great event. Yeah. I hope to see everyone do their best. But with that, there's nothing more for today. So I guess it's time for us to head out. Okay, but I'm staying here for a bit longer. I barely got to do any reading done today, so fair enough, there's nothing wrong with that. Everyone packs up their things. I start to follow Monica and Yuri out the door as they chat between each other. That's the exact same thing I read. Where are you going? We still need to figure out our plans for this weekend. You literally would have gotten home and realized that you didn't even have a way to contact me. Oh, that's true. I have no idea how that slipped my mind. Jeez, good thing I stopped you. I'm giving you my number, okay? You better not make it weird or anything. Why would I do that? Natsuki gives me her phone number. There was no phone there. Okay. I'm coming over on Sunday. I'll bring the ingredients. Wait! You're coming to my house? Yeah, well, yeah. What's wrong with that? I mean, I just figured that since I'm the one helping, I would be going to your house. Yeah, right. Like I could have a guy come over to, like I could have a guy over my house. My dad would kill me. Really? That's kind of strict if you ask me. Yeah, do you know how I feel? Yeah, how do you think? Whatever. I can't do anything when my dad is home. Anyway, I just needed to complain for a second. We have each other's numbers now. That's all I needed from you. I guess I'll text you when I'm coming over. Alright, fine by me. Yeah, I'm really gonna show you why I love baking so much. So you better look forward to it. Oh? Didn't you say you were just going to give me the dirty work? Well, I was just saying that. It's not like I could act like in front of everyone that I was looking forward to this. Wait, really? Yeah, well, kind of. Just because I never got to bake with anyone else before. That's all it is, so... Alright, I get it. Sorry for overreacting. Anyway, I'll be heading out now. See you on Sunday. Ah, never mind. I can't believe this. Natsuki is going to be coming to my house on Sunday? It's the exact same text. Yep, it's the exact same text. I don't think there's a whoops. Oh, there is a skip. Never mind. Meanwhile, she's been texting me a lot. Okay, this is different. We sent each other one after exchanging to double check, but it turned into conversation. What is with that sentence? We sent each other one after exchange numbers. What is this sentence? We sent each other one after exchanging numbers to double check, but it turned into conversation. She's almost a different personality. She's almost a different personality on the phone, using tons of emojis and cute language. She also really likes complaining about things, but I kind of saw that one coming. But putting Natsuki aside, I haven't heard from Natsuki, Sayori. Right, this part's the same. Alright, so I want to tell something that happened since last time I played this game. Hold on a second, let me get one thing done first. So it was done by some of my friends from college, you know, in the group chat that we have. Ignore this. So they realized that I was streaming in a game like this. And the way that they reacted, they were like, "What a boring game." Tells me they don't know what's coming. So one of my douchebags I call a friend Oh my god, how do I stop skipping? This is all the exact same text, so I'll just skip through all of this. No need to see all this again. Wow, there's a lot more than I thought. Okay, I don't wanna accidentally skip too far. Okay, oh god! Alright, before I continue, here's what happened. One of my friends jokingly clipped me, thinking, like, claiming I said the N-word. And then, you know, he was saying, like, he said Ma, and like, I was saying the name Monica. And then, you know, he told me, he said, like, M-A space N-I-K-K-A. He said it, he said the N-word, I clipped it. And then he texted to the group chat, like, I sent it to my girlfriend, and even she was laughing, she tried to find the stream too. And I replied to them, like, Monica, you jackass! Do I just sound that weird when I naturally talk, the way I say the name Monica? Really? Do I just sound bad when I talk? You know what it reminds me of? It reminds me of I keep wanting to say Vine, but that's old as hell. I know it wasn't TikTok. It might have been. Where the dude, he was pretending to be talking to someone. His girlfriend was like, who the fuck you talking to? Like, who are you talking to? The guy said, Monica. I'm talking to Monica. She's like, who the fuck is Monica? And then the guy's like, say it slow. Monica. Say it slow. Monica. Say it slow. And then she's like, and then she cut off herself, realizing what that meant. That's a funny joke, but I'm saying the name Monica, not that word. God, I can't believe I have to actually explain that. I know my friends were joking, but still. I spent only a few minutes home waiting for Natsuki. Before I know it, she texts me to let me know she's outside the front door. Without delay, I open the front door to let her in. I'm probably just gonna go with Yuri and Natsuki for today, and then next time I'll do both Monica and Sayori. Sup? Hey! I don't know what I was expecting, but seeing Natsuki in something other than her school uniform totally threw me off. Seeing her in such cute clothes makes the uniform seem totally unfitting in comparison. Jeez, don't make me feel so awkward already. It's not gonna be a long afternoon, so don't be weird just because we're not used to seeing each other outside of school. Anyway, I'm coming in! Ooh, the kitchen. This is a nice kitchen, too! Damn! Hold on. Look at this. This is nice. This kitchen clean. I see you brought a lot of stuff. Natsuki is carrying a large bag that is probably full of baking supplies. Well, I didn't want to come all the way to find out your kitchen isn't equipped for the job. Did you bring an entire portable oven while you were at it? You brought everything I asked you to, right? Yeah, I did. Yesterday, Natsuki asked me to buy a bunch of ingredients if I didn't already have them at home. Good. Glad I can count on you to do your part. Well, of course. I'm surprised to hear Natsuki suddenly say that, rather than something snarky like she usually does. Could it be that she is a little different outside of school after all? You know, in high school I knew someone who was exactly like this. A little bit snarky, a little bit, why do I still... The word aggressive is coming to mind. I knew someone just like Natsuki, and she was damn near her height as well. She wasn't that tall. So she really reminds me of Natsuki. Or should I say Natsuki really reminds me of her. Could it be that she's a little different outside of school after all? Anyway, let's go to the kitchen. What? You're not gonna offer to take these heavy bags from me? Where's your hospitality? Come on! Since when did I need to be a gentleman? I grab the bag Natsuki holds out to me. Gugh! This is ridiculously heavy! Ahahaha! I carried that all the way here. Are you impressed? I see now. Yeah, I'm really impressed, Natsuki. You know, my sister, she doesn't ask me, here, hold this. She just hands it to me, expecting me to hold it when it's a really light, even when it's a really small and light bag, she just hands it to me and makes me hold it, despite both of her hands being free. It seems like I always underestimate you. I almost choked on my water there. It's because I'm so small, isn't it? You jerk. Natsuki hits a fist into my chest. Hey! Your size has nothing to do with it. Do you really hate being small that much? It's not like I hate it. I mean, sometimes it's like proving people wrong when they only think I'm worth my size. I can assure you, I hate it. I don't like being short in real life. The short life isn't fun. It's fun when I get to be small, and it's also better than other people. What? Whatever. But, geez, never mind. What are you making me say? Don't think you can make me talk about weird things just because we're not at school. Are we getting started or what? There's a lot of stuff I gotta teach you. Ahaha. What? There's a little more... Wait, there's a little bit more like... That's a little bit more like you. You're more fun when you just speak your mind like that. Hey! Now you are treating me like a kid. I was just trying to be a little nicer to you, you know? Just because I don't have a mature and sexy figure like Yuri does, doesn't mean you should treat me like Natsuki catches her words, and then her face turns red. Natsuki! Forget it! I didn't say anything. I should apologize. I appreciate that you're trying to be nicer. I should have been a little more considerate too. But also, if that's what you're thinking, then you should know that there are tons of guys who are into body types like yours. How would you know that anyway? just trust me on this one. You know what I like to believe? You know, there's like almost 8 billion people on this planet. There's bound to be one person out there who is perfect for you. Bound to be at least one person who meets all of your desires, all of your needs, everything you're looking for in a person. There's bound to be one person out there who matches what you're looking for perfectly. Whether or not you're gonna find that person is a different question. Gross. Hey, was that to me? Who else? Man, let's just get started already. You get all sour when a girl calls you gross. I finally found your weakness. Natsuki smiles deviously. She also goes this and also goes mwahahaha. Please spare me. Well, if Natsuki decides to dish out more insults like that, there's no way I'm not fighting back. But she's satisfied enough for now, finally starting to pull things out of her bag so we can get started. Before long, the whole kitchen is a mess. Spoons, dirty bowls, flour, spilled fluid, and plastic bags were strewn about every countertop. Have you guys ever tried baking? I bake occasionally, and let me tell you, it does get messy. There's a lot of things to do when it comes to baking and cooking, and it's so easy for your countertop and entire kitchen to get all messy. It's an absolute nightmare. Just gotta scratch my head. The mixer isn't big enough to make all the batter at once, so we had to do it several times. Meanwhile, Natsuki is babysitting all of the movements to make sure I don't mess up her precious baking. You see, this is why I prefer to cook alone and at my own pace. Back in high school, I had a class where me and a group had to cook a dish. That was a nightmare. I learned then and there that I like to cook alone and at my own pace. When you cook alone, you can determine everything. You know, you can make sure everything is done correctly, and you do it at your own pace. You're not being rushed. When you work with other people, you have to make sure they're doing it correctly. This is why I can never work in a restaurant. Where did you put the food coloring? The batter is going to go in the oven soon, so I need to fill the trays. I think it's still in the bag next to the table. What are you using it for? To color the batter, of course, stupid. I'm making each tray a different color. That way, even if the flavors aren't different, everyone can still pick their favorite. Ah, that's a cute idea. Are we doing anything like that with the icing? Do you want to? Ah, you're asking me? I don't really have a preference, so... Come on! You're not putting any heart into this at all. Can't you at least try to have fun? I'm having fun. I'm not really sure what Natsuki is trying to get out of me. Meanwhile, I see her separate the batter into smaller bowls, and put a few drops of food coloring into each. That does look pretty cool. See? It's not like baking is just about following instructions. The presentation is where you get to be creative and have the most fun. You know, funny thing, today, the day I'm playing this, well, it's past midnight now. But let's assume it's not. Today, on June 4th, Mr. Beast released his chocolate factory video, and Gordon Ramsay was in it. He had to judge the contestants' desserts, and it was the funniest shit ever. It's a million times more worth it in the end if just looking at it makes everyone's eyes lighten up. Why is eyes... Is lighten up slightly bolded, or is it just me? Is it just me? Like the other ones you made the first day, huh? I recall Natsuki proudly presenting her cat-shaped cupcakes, and Sayori and Monika's delighted expressions. I wonder if I can make Natsuki proud like that too. Yeah? Maybe I should use the food coloring then. Sounds like you're starting to understand. Just make sure you completely finish mixing the icing before you mess with the food coloring. Yeah, it's getting there. We were using the electric mixer for the batter, so I got stuck with the whisk and a huge bowl of icing. Eh? The icing's still all lumpy. You gotta make sure it has stiff peaks. Are you even trying? Well, yeah. It just takes a little longer. Jeez, I'll be here all night if you do it like that. Here, look. Natsuki grabs the whisk from me and uses her other hand to tilt the bowl back. You really need to beat the crap out of it. After a few seconds, the consistency of the icing has already improved. See? As if to emphasize, Natsuki sticks a finger in the icing and pops it in her mouth. I reluctantly start to do the same. Hey! Natsuki suddenly grabs my wrist. I don't want your gross finger in my icing. Your icing, eh? Are you forgetting who did all the work? I start to fight back, trying to inch my finger towards the bowl. I imagine with that sentence, I'm just trying so hard to get my finger into the bowl, and she's just like pushing it back. It's like, I want a taste. Don't make me beat the crap out of you next. I'd like to see you try. I push harder, just enough for my finger to reach the icing. I triumphantly scoop some with my finger, just as Natsuki tugs with all her might. Ah! The force of Natsuki pulling me causes me to stumble, making her stumble in turn. Gross! You got it on my face! Whose fault is that? There's a big glob of icing on Natsuki's cheek. Yo, triple N? Yo, no nut November? She tried to reach it with her tongue, but it's too far away. Jeez. You know what? Take this! And she just like socks me in the face. Natsuki instead wipes it off with her finger before shoving her finger down my own face. You wish. I'm faster. I grab her wrist with my hand before it reaches my face. Natsuki tries to use her other hand to fight back, but I grabbed that other one as well. Pause. Ah, stop. Not until you apologize for calling me gross. Yo, pause on this. Fine. I'm sorry for calling you gross. That just spilled so much. You know I don't mean it. It's just fun to see you react. Wait, to see you react to it. You do that to me all the time, you know? Saying dumb things just to get a reaction out of me. You really shouldn't tease girls like that. Is that so? And then, because I'm already on top of her, you mean tease you like this? And then we do something a little more sussy-wussy? In that case, I probably shouldn't do this either. I was kidding! I take Natsuki's finger and put it in my mouth, licking off the icing. Bruh. My god. My guy, what is you doing? Did you seriously just... Natsuki is surprised that she can't even figure out how to get mad at me. Her face is entirely red. You really shouldn't do that kind of things to girls unless you really like them. Unless you want to be arrested as well. You know that, right? What kind of question is she asking me? Just like that. Can't you read the room? How did the mood turn to this so quickly? Natsuki gazes at me in silence. I notice her swallow breaths. Why am I starting to feel dizzy? You know, the oils, the essential oils was in another timeline, so there's no essential oils in the atmosphere this time. Oh god, out of nowhere, the fire alarm starts going off. Natsuki rushes over to the oven. Is something burning? I thought you didn't put the cupcakes in yet. No wonder! You left a dirty tray in here, dummy! How could you make a mistake like that? You should have checked before turning on the oven. Before turning the oven on. Don't blame me for your mistakes. Jeez. Natsuki uses an oven mitt to grab the blackened tray out of the oven. I have a filthy tray in the oven, but it doesn't burn. It's just like super greasy. And I'll be honest, I just forget to take it out and wash it. I use the oven like almost every day. She sets it on top of the stove. In another moment, the fire alarm stops. Anyway, I'm putting them in the oven now. You should probably let the oven air out a bit first. They're gonna get smoked, and not in a good way. The tension from the moment before still lingers over our heads. But the moment has already been lost. I watch as Natsuki slides the cupcake tray into the oven. Then I reluctantly pick up the whisk and continue with the icing, like nothing ever happened. I also couldn't help but stare when she bent over to stick the tray into the oven. I just could not avert my eyes. Ah, that smells so good! The cupcakes are ready to be pulled out of the oven. As soon as Natsuki opens the oven door, a blast of sweet-smelling warm air fills the room. That's a good feeling. Every time I bake, I open the oven door, and then a heat wave just hits you in the face. Especially if it smells nice. Yo, that's an amazing feeling. Look how cute they all are. She proudly shows off the different colored cupcakes in each of the trays. You're gonna let them cool down now, right? They'll look even better once we add the icing. Not like you need to tell me that. I brought decorating stuff. I brought decorating stuff, so I hope you can get creative. Not me. This guy, not me. Creative, not a chance. Here, scoop the icing into the bags. Natsuki hands me some plastic bags. I have these nozzles that will make it look nice and fluffy. This one can even make flowers. We probably won't be using it this time, though. What's this one for? I pick up one of the nozzles that has a much thinner tip than the others. What you guys should probably try is taking a little top off from the top of the cupcake, filling some inside, put the top back on, and then put some icing on top. So it's a stuffed cupcake. It's stuffed of icing. Or maybe jam. You could do that with jam as well. You know how good that is? Maybe like a chocolate cupcake with some fudge or some Nutella in the middle. Ooh, now I kind of want to try baking some myself. Although it's way past that. It's like it's 12:12 a.m. right now. Just turned that. That one's really thin, so you can use it to make stripes or other patterns. But you can only use it to write stuff on a cake. Like happy birthday or whatever. Huh? I see. That gives me an idea, actually. Eh? Well, It's a literature event, right? We can make it more literature themed by writing a different word on each of the cupcakes. It would be fun to see people choose their cupcakes based on a word they like. I was kind of expecting you to say something really stupid, but that's actually a really cute idea. So, maybe I'm getting it from you. I almost said maybe I'm getting into you. What's that supposed to mean? I'm not cute. Come on. We're not at school. Nobody's judging. You can't dress and act like this and not expect me to think you're cute. Well, Natsuki's voice trails off. Where are my parents? You know, that's what I'm kind of thinking. Are my parents at work, like my in-game parents? Or do I just live alone? Did you say something? No, nothing. Let's just do the icing. Natsuki picks up the paste and fastens the nozzle into each of the bags. There's a lot to do, so we shouldn't be wasting time. Here, I'll show you how to do it. Without giving me a chance to think about before, Natsuki quickly moves on. She shows me how to apply the icing, and then we each get to work. Then we're finally finished, Natsuki puts them all side by side to admire our work. Look at how pretty they are together. Yeah, they are, aren't they? I wish I could have one now. Well, there's no reason you can't, right? I don't see any harm in that. Well, yeah, but my dad's making dinner tonight, so I really need to save my appetite. Ahahaha. Sayori is the exact opposite in that regard. Okay. I saw MatPat's videos on this game. One reason why she's so tiny in comparison is probably because she's malnourished. You know, she just said her dad is cooking dinner tonight, as if that's not normal. So she needs to save her appetite. Sayori is the exact opposite in that regard. If she was here, we'd probably be down 10 cupcakes already. And she would still eat dinner. Come on, that's just unhealthy. Besides, when my dad cooks, I need to eat as much as I can. Well, anyway, I was hoping we could have time for manga, but I need to be home for dinner. Ah, already? That's a shame. I wonder how that sounded. It's your fault for working so slowly. You should have thought about that. It's not like you'll always have this chance. Man. As usual, Natsuki places the blame on me. You can bring the cupcakes tomorrow, right? If you and Sayori each carry some, then you can probably do it in one trip. Yeah, I can do that. And don't worry, I won't let her eat any. Ahaha. I wish she would listen to me. I wish she would listen to me and... Oh, I wish she would listen to me the way she listens to you. I had to read that in my mind for a second. I again think back to the conversation I had with Sayori earlier today. I felt so helpless. Sayori always does listen to me, but at the point it felt like she couldn't listen to me at all. Okay, I'm all packed up. Good work today. You too. I'll walk you out, I guess. Just like that, Natsuki is already about to leave. I feel like the afternoon went by in a flash. Saving people. In a flash. Take your own advice. Wear a mask. Other than that, did I even take the opportunity to get closer to her like I wanted? Well, I guess I'll be off then. Thanks for all the help and everything. I'll see you tomorrow. Wait, Natsuki! Eh? What you said before about not always having this chance. It doesn't have to be that way at all. I had fun today. You showed me how to have fun baking. You showed me how fun baking can be, like you wanted. But aside from that, you can come over anytime, okay? I think that if possible, I'd like to spend more time like this. If you want to read manga or go out somewhere, do you really mean that? Natsuki looks at me intensely, like she's trying to hide her expression. Yeah, I want to spend more time with you. He didn't say this passionately with Yuri. I thought you were only cared about getting this done. I'm sorry I had to leave so early today. I really didn't want to. I would really stay here longer if I could. I feel the same way as you, so... Oh my god. Natsuki suddenly gets closer to me. Wait, Natsuki! Standing inches from me, Natsuki looks up at me. I feel her fingers gently clutched at the side of my shirt, as if holding on to me. I just imagine she's just like doing this. Her rose-colored cheeks and matching eyes fill my vision, along with her slightly parted lips. What is happening? My head is starting to go dizzy, as if I feel her soft breaths against me. I felt it for a while now. Natsukili? I said Natsukili. Natsuki suddenly jumps back. Sayori? Eh? Ah! Hi! I feel like this is the exact same, so I'm gonna speed through this. Just stopped by to say hi. Well, you should have come a little earlier. I'm already on my way out, so... Aw, really? That's too bad. Yeah, well... I'll still see you at the festival tomorrow, so it's fine. Just don't eat any of the cupcakes before then. Anyway, later. And just like that, beyond the speed of light. Clearly flustered, Natsuki hurries off, and Sayori waves goodbye. Sayori? I thought you... This is the exact same. So this time I'll show the other option. What would happen, or what kind of text it says if you are stupid, and you pick the incorrect choice. I'm just saying that. You pick both of them, you pick either of them, and it's the exact same outcome. Okay, let's see how much I have to skip. Okay, there we go. Okay, so let's see. Let's see what'll happen if we're stupid and we'll pick this option. You'll always be my dearest friend. Oof! You'll always be my dearest friend. What you need most is for things to be like they've always been. Monica told me the truth. She told me how much happier you seemed after I joined the club. I know you're struggling with some really difficult feelings right now, but please trust me that I know what's best and what will make you happy in the end. I promise I'll help get things back to the way they were. I see. Sayori forces a smile through an incredibly pained expression. So this is what it feels like, getting stabbed in the chest? I should write a poem about this. Sayori. It's okay. This is just my punishment, remember? For being so selfish. So please don't worry about these stupid feelings. I know you're right. I knew this whole time that there's no happiness down that path. That's why I came here. So I could get the answer I needed to hear. And the other thing, you're also right that I just wanted to go back to the way it was. I realize that now. You really do know me better than anyone. I trust you with anything. Anything at all. So, Sayori's smile finally breaks. All of a sudden, she turns around and drops to her knees. Clutching her head with both hands, she screams as loudly as she can. I'm so shocked that I didn't know how to react. Sayori looks over her shoulders and flashes me one more weak smile before turning around and running off. Sayori! I left helplessly standing in front of my own house. I'm left. Why am I feeling so horrible about this? There's nothing more that I could have done. The most I can do is support Sayori through her feelings and help her on the path that's right. But I'm having as much trouble understanding Sayori's feeling as she is. Even though I can comfort her, I kept wondering if I should be doing something more, or something different. I know these thoughts will continue to plague me until things are back to the way they were. I'm going to give it everything I've got. Sayori will always be my dearest friend, and I'll do whatever it takes to put a smile on her face every day. Okay, so it's the exact same here. I'm going to save. It's a little hard to tell which file I'm on. Okay, I can't go any further because that's the autosave. So I will do that here. Alright. It's the exact same screen. So next time, I'm going to end this here for now. Next time, we're going to go for the Natsuki. Not Natsuki. We already did that. Next time, we're going to go for the Monica and Sayori options. So how do I... Main menu. Yes. Alright. That'll be it for tonight. It is now 12:22 a.m. No, at least I didn't break 2 hours this time. Right, I don't have my mouse. Alright. That's it. See you next time.